Hello everyone, welcome back to Above Snakes. The game has recently been released on console, and I thought it would be a cool idea to come back to it, but with a challenge. However, the challenge I came up with, which I had in my mind for a couple months now, doesn't really work and isn't actually that interesting when playing it. So you know all those one-chunk Minecraft challenges? Well, I wanted to do something similar for Above Snakes, as the main concept and unique feature of the game is the tile system. But just surviving on one tile actually isn't that fun. And also it's nearly impossible as there's no water. And yes, you can get water from berries, but not that much. So instead what I wanted to do is 100% complete Above Snakes. This is also something I wanted to do for a while anyway, so may as well do that today. But before that, I want to give a huge thanks and shout out to the developers. They were nice enough to send me a couple Steam keys in celebration of the console launch. So throughout the video there will be a couple codes, as well as in the comments. But without any further ado, let's get 100% of all achievements in Above Snakes. So Above Snakes has a total of 34 achievements, and I categorized them into multiple sections. This is story, make something, die or kill something, harvest something, miscellaneous, and then the last one is update, as the game got one massive update post-launch that introduced 3 new achievements. So at this point I got most of them. I obtained them naturally throughout playing the game on the channel, but I want to go over them anyway. So there's a total of 8 story-focused achievements. These are collecting all 4 of the mysterious fragments, you get 1 achievement for each, getting the wolf cub, starting up a mine, visiting Corpse Creek, and then finishing the story. These 8 achievements are pretty much guaranteed if you just play through the game. Then the next section I made is make something. These house everything that we have to craft, cook, or build, stuff like that. And these are pretty easy as well, like craft an axe, which is something you'll do at some point anyway, crafting a fishing rod, which is necessary to complete some side content, building a hiking post, which is necessary for fast travel, build a house. I mean, technically I guess you can do without, but let's face it, you probably want to anyway. Cook a meal, cook 100 meals, plant 100 crops, and make 30 coffee, with the latter ones being a lot more difficult, of course. Now if you thought you would do Above Snakes without dying, you cannot actually 100% the game if you do, as besides hitting a zombie with a tree, you have to die by 3 different things, one of them being a bee, a snake, and a falling tree as well. But we're not done with the tree shenanigans just yet. I think they really loved that trees could fall and interact with other objects, as in the harvest something category, you have to harvest the tree with another tree. You also have to collect 100 wood, 100 stone, 100 books, and this is something I did post-game because it's so much. Books are very hard to get. I think the easiest way to do it is creating the ice tiles that have a lot of crates, because there is a decent chance there's a book in there. But even then it can still take a while. There's 2 achievements dedicated to money, one for 1000 coins and then one for getting 5000 coins. You have to collect 30 thieves, which could make you go completely insane, so I would suggest doing this over the course of the game, as you have to harvest these from the zombies you kill. And finally, you have to catch a sturgeon, which is one of the rare fish. This next part is more miscellaneous, as it didn't really have a good category to be in. But with the hiking post, you can now fast travel, and that is one of the achievements. 100 dodge rolls is an achievement. And then the one that's probably gonna take everyone the longest, you have to survive for 365 days, a total of 1 year. This can take ages. The easiest way I found is by just letting all your stats deplete, so you gain double the amount of fatigue, and then just collect water and go to bed, and repeat. There's a caveat with this. I've noticed that when you reload the save file, it adds 1 day. However, it seems like in order to get this achievement, you actually have to sleep for the day to skip, meaning that 365 days is not really accurate, as with all the day reloads from reloading the save file, you actually have to survive more, depending on how many times you opened up the save file. For me, this ended up being 380, so I guess that means I've started the game about 15 times. Which I will admit, I actually expected it to be a lot more, but thank God it was only this much, because I had to do this method for about an hour and a half. And it is mind-numbing to do this over and over again. And then we come to the 3 new achievements, which turn out to be from early last year, 2024, so I guess they're not new anymore. But these have to do with the most wanted contracts that was added. You get an achievement for completing your very first contract, and when doing so, your reputation goes up. I think this goes up to a total of 100, but for the achievements you have to earn level 5 and reputation level 10, and then that's it. So honestly, it isn't that bad. But those were all the achievements for Above Snakes. This video turned out to be something completely different than what I expected. As again, I expected to do a challenge video, but instead, I guess I just did this. But after about a year or two, I can finally rest and know that I 100% completed every achievement in Above Snakes. Which is something I didn't think I was gonna do, mainly due to that survive 1 year achievement. But with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to check out the game if you haven't already. It's also on console now, so that is amazing. And I see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.